Good morning, YouTube. This is Heiko again with one of his random videos. Today, what am I working on? One of my projects on my long to-do list. We have this old French door, main entrance door. It's kind of weathered, looks a little old, 40 years old, and has those potentially hand-carved insets. And my wife has been complaining that our entrance area, so on the other side of this door, it's been too dark, and she would like to have some windows in those doors. And in the process of rejuvenating these doors, um, means I will be painting the door. I decided to put some glass in there, on some ornament glass at a local glass store. Had them make me two window panels with this ornament glass. We turned it into, let me show you, a double pane window. So there are two layers of glass. One is the ornament glass, one is a regular clear glass. And then the clear glass panel also got a tempered glass treatment, so it's more break-in resistant. So double pane break-in resistant glass is going to go into this door, and currently I'm working on removing this hand-carved panel. I'm just going to show you what the other one looks like. Sorry for the terrible camera work here. So hand-carved, pretty skinny little piece of wood inset that they put in there. So this door really doesn't have any R value or insulation value at all. So it's actually kind of pointless to put double pane glass in there. But I thought, since I'm doing it, let's do it right. So right now, working on removing little pieces of quarter round that holds this hand-carved piece in place. You can see here, staple still stuck in there. It kind of ripped out of this quarter round, and I'm using a putty knife and a scraper together. So first I put the putty knife in there. The putty knife is relatively sharp, almost like a blade, so you can shove it in there without damaging too much of the wood. And then once there is a little bit of a gap, I just use a regular scraper, shove that in there, and then the gap gets bigger and bigger. Slowly work my way around, and then eventually shove the putty knife and the scraper in there, and then just wiggle them gently so I don't damage the edge here. I'm also trying to reuse the quarter round, because then I don't have to cut new ones. Takes extra time, and the result on the other side didn't turn out too well. I didn't do too good of a job. So from restapling it, my stapler made a couple indentations there. Then you have the old holes. But honestly, this door is 40 years old, and it's going to be painted once the glass is installed. And I'm just going to use some wood putty and fill all those staple holes, and then sand it a little bit and make it all smooth and nice, and then paint over it, and then nobody's ever going to know. Also, the glass, how they put it together, is not perfect. You can see this black line up here. So the seal in between the two panels of glass was not put in straight. But, nothing is ever perfect, even if we wish it would be. But we're just going to make the most of it. I'm not going to go back to the glass store and tell them, hey, you have to redo this. This is ugly, because it's way too much work. And then we're going to have a hole in the door also. So, yeah, my tip of the day, putty knife and a scraper, and you can remove quarter round, from trim furniture if you have to take that apart. Initially, on the other side where I started, I tried to pull the staples out, but I don't know if you can see this. Let's turn on some light here on the camera. See that? That's where I started, with some tools trying to get under the staple and pull it out. it just marred up and damaged the wood. So I stopped doing that and rather have the staple rip out of the wood to the inside, and then you know, the back side looks like this. Focus, here we go, focus. I will just send that flush and then re-staple it in a different position, and it's perfectly reusable. On the outside looks good. Yeah. I use a sealant to install this whole thing. Wanted to buy clear, grabbed the wrong one. Of course, I brought home white, but I managed to get the sealant in between the glass and the door, but it doesn't squeeze out anywhere, so you can't really see it. And the door is going to be painted from the outside. Don't know the color quite yet. From the inside, it's going to be white because we want to, brighten up our entrance area. It's pretty dark in there. So, yeah, nicely hand carved pieces coming out. Nice ornament glass going in. And that's the story for today. It's really actually pretty easy. Prepping the surfaces and cleaning everything up. They actually put those hand carved panels in with some kind of glass putty, the stuff that doesn't dry up or it doesn't harden. So it's pretty easy once I have the quarter round removed to push this out. And then I use a scraper and clean it all up. And then the glass goes back in there. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. And if you have any comments, any tips, anything that you think I should have done differently, just let me know in the comments. Thank you.